I'm not looking my best because I've been made redundant yesterday, which was a surprise.
Hi and welcome, I'm Mela, a 40-something who's been dealing with redundancy for the first time in her life. I'm still trying to figure things out, so if this is something you can relate to, you may want to keep watching.
Good morning. It's been a little while since I've spoken to a camera. The last vlog I did, actually, I was painting this wall behind me, which feels like ages ago, and the weather was a lot warmer. We are in November now. So my employment ended officially at the end of August, which meant then I also got the severance pay, and I was able to apply for benefits. They're quite good here in Germany, so it's not something you want to miss. So all this time, there'd been so much uncertainty of was I going to get them, wasn't I? Because that would also determine how long I can take time out to consider my next steps. So if I had to do that from the severance pay, I wouldn't have been able to stretch it as long. I would have been forced to look for a job quite soon, I think, just to be on the safe side. But luckily I've been approved the benefits, and as part of that you have to go to the job center, speak to your sort of advisor there, and they also present you with the option of going the self-employed route, which I never considered before. I knew it was out there. I never saw myself as a self-employed person. I was always like, no way, I couldn't do it. I need my weekends. I can't work from home. I can't work on my own, and all of these things. And I always really enjoyed an office environment, that being before the pandemic. And since the pandemic, obviously I've spent a lot of time working from home, and I actually love it now. So that's not an obstacle anymore. And somehow, I don't know why, I can't explain it, but a spark has been lit about maybe trying to do it on my own. It's something I haven't done. It's the only thing that is missing on my CV. I've got quite a broad spectrum of experience on my CV, and self-employment is literally the one thing that is missing. And I feel I have the flexibility now, financially, but also sort of time-wise, to maybe try it for a little while and see if it works. If it doesn't, I will go back into full-time employment, no problem. So yeah, these have been the thought processes I've gone through, and it's a lot, you know. It sounds like you're just sitting around thinking about your future, but it is super tiresome. It's super exhausting emotionally as well. So I could tell that I need time to just let it grow and just let it wash through me, basically, and see what comes out at the end of it. I'm still in that process, but it feels like everything's a lot more, there's a lot more structure to it now. There's a lot more, like, everything I could have done up until now I've done. So I feel like I'm prepared. I feel like I have a clear idea of how I want to approach things, and that feels quite good. to be honest. I did have the time to travel a little bit as well, which I really needed, just to take a step away from it and also see how it feels, thinking about all these options from a different perspective, like being in a different environment. I did go back to Portugal, which was really good. It was the first time I went back since our trip last winter. I also went to France for a week or so for a retreat with people I've known but not seen for a long time, which was really good for the soul kind of thing. And yeah, so I did need that, but it also made me realize that I wanted to be here, which was another surprise for me, that I really wanted to be in Cologne because I feel like I can navigate through things more securely from here. Like even being in Portugal, I felt a bit out of touch with my situation and I wasn't able to relax as much as I usually do. I wasn't able to sit there and stare at the Atlantic, which I always do, as you may know. October's also been a month where I've done a lot of clearing out. So I went through obviously the wardrobe changes. I switched that over from summer to winter, but I also went through most of my cupboards here at home and just threw out anything I didn't need, anything that I didn't want to hold on to, which was another quite cleansing experience. Kind of feels like I've made a lot of room for new things as well. So all of this, like now sort of talking about it, it feels like it's all been super intentional, but it hasn't. It's all kind of happened quite organically, but it makes sense now looking back at it. It makes sense that I needed to clear out stuff, to make room for new things, to let go of things, to be able to think clearly about sort of the next couple of months.
I'm trying to spend my days according to my energy levels. One thing I've been really enjoying are Portuguese lessons. They make me feel like I'm using this time to invest into something that is so important for my future and that is something I've been dreaming of for so long. And just attending to mundane tasks like caring for my plants or hanging out with Elfie gives me a sense of calm and make me enjoy my time at home on a daily basis. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a like or even subscribe. It will help YouTube to understand that it is of some sort of value, and it may even push it out to other awesome people like you. Thanks for watching as always, and see you in the next one.